Today we're going to talk about llamas. Llamas are unusual creatures. Their bodies are narrow and their legs and necks are long. Their heads are small and their ears are large. Their funny looking teeth seem to stick out. Based on a llama's looks, you might not think it seems very useful. But did you know that llamas have been working with people for thousands of years? Llamas are sturdy pack animals able to carry heavy loads over rocky land. They're also fiber animals. Their wool can be made into warm, long-lasting cloth. Most llama herds are kept by people living in Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Chile, and Argentina. We're going to read Rent a Llama, written by Susan Lennox, illustrated by David Miles. When Marco slept, he dreamed. He dreamed of Ecuador. He dreamed of riding among sheep and llamas. When Marcos woke, he worried. Life was so different in America. Would it ever feel like home? Okay, we're learning here that Marcos is our main character, and he used to live in Ecuador, and now he lives in America, and it doesn't really feel like home to him yet. Marcos's mother worried too. She wanted him to be happy. Marcos, today is your class trip to a ranch, she said one morning. Marcos said, We used to live on a ranch, Mama. An American ranch will be different, she said. Yes, just like everything else here, Marcos sighed. So he doesn't seem excited about the trip. He's still missing home. When Marcos got to school, he saw students excited about the trip. Mr. Perkins chose seat partners for the bus ride. Marcos sat with a boy named Ben. Have you ever been to a ranch? Asked Ben. Only in Ecuador, Marcos replied. I go to this ranch every week to care for Mabel, said Ben. Marcos asked, Who is Mabel? You'll see, said Ben. Okay, we have another character here named Ben, and he seems very friendly and welcoming to Marcos, and he's going to tell him about something named Mabel. Let's see. Soon they arrived at the ranch. The class met Miss Vega, the owner. Hello, everyone, said Miss Vega. And hi there, Ben, she added. Everyone looked at Ben. How did Miss Vega know him? Ben takes care of Mabel, one of our cows, said Miss Vega. I am in City to Farm, Ben explained. It's a club where grown-ups help city kids learn about farms, he added. So now we know that Mabel is a cow, and Ben has been keeping care of him. Ben continued, I want to learn about cows, but I live in an apartment. I can't keep a cow there, he joked. The class laughed. Ben added, Miss Vega rents Mabel to me for free, and I care for her. Let's meet Mabel, said Miss Vega. Ben led the class into a large barn with many stalls. Okay, stalls are the places where the animals live. Here, and you see in this picture that there's a door to the stall, and then there's another animal there. When Marcos looked around, he got a surprise. In the second stall was a llama. Now this box at the bottom is giving us factual information about llamas. It says llamas are related to camels. Llamas are native to South America. They live in herds in the highlands of the Andes Mountains. People in Ecuador, Peru, and Chile raise llamas. Llamas are pack animals. People use them to carry loads up and down mountains. Llama wool is woven to make cloth. Back to the story. Marcos spoke softly to the animal in Spanish. The llama stretched its long neck toward Marcos as if it understood. Marcos stroked its fur. Miss Vega watched Marcos. Do you like llamas? She asked. Marcos nodded. Yes, he replied shyly. My grandfather had llamas in Ecuador, he added. Pa Paco came from Ecuador too, said Miss Vega. Miss Vega said to Marcos, maybe you could help us. I could rent Paco to you, just as I rent Mabel to Ben. Marcos's eyes got big. And I could take care of Paco? He asked. Miss Vega smiled. See, she said. Marcos's heart soared. His mother had been right. Ranches were different in the United States, but llamas were the same. Now you're going to fill out your story sequencing paper from your packet. The first thing you need to do is write your name and the title. The title of this story is called Rent a Llama. Rent a Llama, and you can put that at the top. Now I want you to think about what happened first in the story. Do you remember the name of the boy who was the main character? Good, his name was Marcos. What was he doing at the beginning? Did you remember that he was dreaming about Ecuador? After he woke up, what happened? Yes, he had to get ready for his trip. So I wrote my first sentence. You can write something like this, or you can write it in your own words, or you can draw a picture. Marcos dreamed about Ecuador and got ready for his trip. What happened next? Now, we can't put all of the details of this story in these little boxes, so you just have to kind of pick the thing that happened next. Well, he went to the school and he got on the bus and he rode the bus with a boy named Ben. So I'm going to write something like that. He rode the bus with a boy named Ben. You could put something like that, or you can draw a picture of the Ben and Marcos on the bus. Now we're on the third box. Then what happened? Well, I want to include where they are. So they're at a ranch, and we don't want to add all the details, but one of the things that happened is, do you remember? Who did he meet? He met the lady that was in charge of the ranch, but he met a special animal. Yes, he met a llama. Do you remember the llama's name? Paco. So that's what I wrote on here. At the ranch, he met a llama named Paco. You can write something like that or draw a picture. All right, we're down to the last box. What happened last? What is the major thing that happened at the very end of the story? We have the lady at the ranch named Miss Vega. What does she tell Marcos he can do? You're right. Miss Vega said he could keep care of Paco. So that's what I put. Miss Vega said he could keep care of Paco. He was so happy. You can write this or just draw a picture. Okay, one last thing. You have a craft in your packet that goes with our story of Rent a Llama today. Now, I want to give you a few tips. The first tip is to do all of your coloring first, because the pieces are so small once you cut them that it's hard to color afterwards. So this is the llama's body. This is the head and neck. Then we have, the ears, the tail, and the blanket. So here's what mine ended up looking like here. Okay, so I did a little decorating there. You have to cut them out, and these get really small. So if you mess up, it doesn't matter. You can even make bigger ears on the extra piece of paper if you want to. Now these holes are supposed to be, you're supposed to put your fingers through them, and my fingers are too big, so I'm not sure if yours can fit through there. But I had another idea. Okay, here's what I did. I used the sketch pad that you guys got, and I drew my own legs. And then I folded the bottom, folded the bottom up underneath, and I taped the legs to the back. I think you guys have some tape. So that way it looks like a llama. If your fingers can't fit in there, it's supposed to be a finger puppet, but if your fingers can't fit in there or you like it better, you can make your own legs. And so the llamas say, thank you, have a nice day. Wait, have another one. I hope you like our fur so you can make cloth. Bye.